Morning, Facebook, T. Ray Greer, and I'm excited to have this opportunity with you as always. Wanted to share with you this morning some things I think is going to bless you and actually going to serve as an opportunity for you to really use instantly. Before we get started, I'm going to talk about some ways you can avoid ruining your reputation on social media. I think it's important we keep our reputation intact, keep our character intact. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome by the end of this particular discussion. Hey, Kizzy, how are you? Good to see you, dear. But if you have not gotten my book, while we give people time to get on, please go to Amazon and get that precious book called How to Edit Your Credit. So many people, matter of fact, 72% of Americans are deeply in debt. And the solution is only one thing, it's discipline and using the right strategy to eliminate that debt and automatically correcting your credit. And so I'm also talking about building wealth. It's really important that you understand the process of how to build true wealth. And that book is going to teach you everything you need to know from a practical and professional standpoint. Hey, Latrice, how you doing? But one of the things I want to discuss, and I want to talk about it really, really quickly. Don't have a lot of time, but I want to talk about how to maintain the proper relationship on social media, whereas you don't jeopardize your character, your reputation, in the social media atmosphere as well as the community. What I've been seeing on social media has been devastating in turn. Oh, I'm sorry. What I've been seeing on social media has been devastating in terms of how people are using it. And I'm not saying, you don't have a right to express yourself, but I am saying be careful in your expressions. One of the things I see that occurs a great deal is that people post out of frustration. And don't get me wrong, we all get frustrated. We all have issues. There's certain things that irritate everybody. But I would think when an issue is really burning you to the core, you might want to take a few minutes to really process it before you just blurt it out to the world. Because the truth of the matter is, once it goes out, it would be very difficult to draw back in. So don't be so reckless in terms of something that has caused you a lot of anger. Oh no, you good, you good. Trust me. Don't be so reckless. It's something that caused you a lot of anger, and you just begin to sound off or express your opinion, and then days go by and you recognize maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have been so passionate in how I expressed that. Maybe I got my point across the wrong way. Secondly, hey, Pastor Gaines, I see you, brethren. Secondly, thank you for sharing, and all of you, if you would share, it'd be a great deal of importance to me. Secondly, be careful how you criticize people. Hey, Pastor Douglas, I see you, Bishop Brooks. Be careful how you criticize people. Even if you don't call them by name, even if you don't refer to them directly, chances are the indirect approach really don't work. You are joining a sphere of people that I call social media bullies, that you would take your issues, you would take your complaints, your concern, be negative or whatever about those people on social media, and you have not had that discussion with them. They didn't have social media in Jesus' day, but I think Jesus knew it was coming. Of course he did. And he says, if you have a problem with a brother, go to that brother and talk to that brother directly. And then if that brother don't receive you, you have an opportunity to go to the masses. And on social media, so many times I see people, man, airing out their opinion, complaining, making statements about other people, be it direct or indirect. And we all know who they're talking about, let's be honest. And they're doing all these things to attack somebody else. And the truth of the matter is, it says more about you than it says about the other person. I'm not saying the other person is wrong, but I am saying that maybe you too need to consider the method you're taking is just as wrong as the other person's transaction. Oh, absolutely, man. These subliminal messages are just, it's crazy. When you go on social media, man, all these subliminal messages being sent out towards people. And the crazy part is, some people you can drop as many hints as you want, but some people will never pick up the hint. The people who need to see, hear, and read your comment are the people who have nothing to do with your situation. And the perpetrator, they have no clue what's going on. They probably don't even like you enough to even read your comments. Hey, Dr. Bonds, I see you, man. Thank you, my brother. Hey, Dr. Bill Flippin, man. William Flippin, Atlanta, Georgia, just joined the conversation. If you guys are not following him on Twitter and Facebook, social media platforms, do so. Next thing, there are some things that are very funny to you as it relates to your family. We all have those uncles and we all have those cousins. You know, maybe they get drunk or something. They just act out of character. And it's funny. I get that. But here's the thing. Even though it's funny to you, it may not be funny to them if their business is exposed to the world. So really be careful about what you put on social media. We don't want to see your uncle drunk. We don't want to see your nephew urinate on themselves. We don't want to see your cousins using the toilet. Come on, be discreet about your family business. Stop embarrassing your family, because by you embarrassing your family, in essence, you're really embarrassing yourself. That makes sense? Because you are what you post. The Bible says, whatsoever a man saith in his heart, so is he. Basically, that's what it says. Whatsoever a man thinketh in his heart, whatever he's expressing in his brain, so is he. Whatever you post, so are you. Next thing, I'm out of the church world, and Pastor Bill Flippin, Dr. Bill Flippin can understand this, and of course, Reverend Gangs can understand this, and many other of you who are Christians. When you're in the church world, it's so easy to criticize other churches if you're not really being careful. You have to put on a filter that blocks that from happening. And what I notice a lot of time in social media, there's so many people trying to hold other people, churches, accountable for certain things that they are passionate about. And y'all can ask questions, weigh in as you have already. I appreciate you, Dr. Flippin. I would love to hear your comments. Hey, Tracy. What I want to tell you is, when you begin to critically look at other churches and evaluate other churches, understand that every church has a different mission. Every church is called to a different ministry, a different philosophy, a different style of worship. Every church may not be as prone to address one angle of theology. And I get the point of one Lord, one faith, and one baptism. But understand, God is not a shadow God. He's a God of depth. And there's so many things about God we don't know. And it takes all of us to know what little we do know. And we all in search of God. That's our purpose, those who are sincere. We have a sincere call upon our life to search God out, to find the truth, to learn more about him. But just in case a church is not passionate about what you're passionate about, or what your church is passionate about, does not mean you have license to ridicule them. Attacking preachers with similar, oh man, preachers, churches, the ministries, whatever the purpose of that church is, be compassionate enough to understand that their calling may not be your church calling, or their calling may not be the calling that you have concerning your own personal Christianity. Small minds discuss people. The root of it is jealousy, envy, and covetousness. Absolutely. Great point. Dr. McB, how are you, Dr. McB? So be careful how you criticize other churches, because they don't share the same philosophy, theology, mission, and methods of worship that you do. All right? Next thing, and I'm going to pause again, tell you guys, Dr. McB just reminded me just by being on here, if you have not gotten my book, How to Edit Your Credit, strategies that are legal to improve your credit score and build wealth, go to Amazon and get that thing, How to Edit Your Credit, and join the Facebook group, How to Edit Your Credit. Do that. Thank you, guys. I see you responding to me. Next thing, stop trying to be the morality police. Stop trying to be the language art police on social media. Stop trying to be the morality police on social media. People are not perfect. We get that. You're not perfect. You need to be reminded. Oh, good. You got your copy. Dr. McB, do me a favor. Do a speed read on it and give me a review on Amazon, because guess what, brother? Somebody gave me a negative review because they accidentally ordered the digital copy as opposed to the physical copy, and they gave me a negative review. Something I had nothing to do with the content of the book. Just frustrated because they picked the wrong format. So help me out and give me a positive review if you so choose, if you believe it has value. So stop trying to be the morality police on social media. Stop calling people into question about their grammar so much. And I mean, I understand it get frustrating, but be kind, man. Inbox them. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it public. Don't ridicule them publicly. Try to contact them privately and share with them some things that will help them out to get them further along in life. I got to get ready to close down. I got 1 minute. But if you're going to do things on social media and you're going to try to really create some waves. Be consistent. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Jesse, I see you. Jesse Jackson just joined. Oh, my girl, that gifted girl. That I'm telling y'all, Sister Bilog. Y'all haven't heard her project. Man, run out and get her project. She can sing. She almost can sing like me. But be consistent. Log in at least once a week or 2 times a week and build on the relationship. One of the things about social media that frustrates me is that people don't take time to build relationships. And social media is about being social. So a lot of people are on here and they want respect from other people. They don't respect them. When people come on your live broadcast, your Facebook Live, acknowledge them. Call them by name. Tell them hi. Tell them you appreciate them. Tell them good to see you. Don't come on and have all this discussion about you and not acknowledge and interact with them. Just be social. Social media. Don't leave out the social in social media. A lot of people just want to concentrate on the media, be it bad or good, and most times negative media. But let's take that thing and turn it around and cause it to be social media with a positive twist. If 10 people do this today, it's enough to turn social media around, because I get tired of negativity. But I don't want to leave. Listen, I don't want to lose social media. I think it's good. I just get tired of negativity, and so do you. Pastor Leon Jones, my friend. Hey, Leon. Last thing, and I got to go. Fail to respond to people. If people comment, if they give you some support, a heart, if they laugh, smile with you, happy New Year too, Dr. Flipper. We got to catch up. I would love to bring my Edit Your Credit challenge tour to your city. I got a confirmation from Kentucky. I'm looking for Atlanta. I need a stronghold in Atlanta. Dr. Flipper, think about it, pray about it. Hopefully you get the book, read it, and see how it can impact your ministry, your powerful ministry. The social is the most important. Absolutely. Bless you, Dr. Jones. Yeah, people, man, listen, when people comment, like I just did on 3 different times with these brothers who commented, acknowledge them on your timeline. If they took time out their day to stop and talk to you, to share with you on your Facebook post, your Facebook Live, at least acknowledge them. Because guess what? There are millions of other people that they could choose from it. You hear what I said? There are millions of other people they can acknowledge. I got to go. If you have not joined the Edit Your Credit group, please do so. Search Edit Your Credit group. Get on there. My friend, Sister Day from the Covenant Leader has just joined. What an awesome, and I'm serious when I say this, what an awesome writer. I want to collaborate with her one day to put some publications out there, because I just appreciate what she does in the Tipton County area. And she really affecting change by large all over the world. Kappa, Dr. Flippin, don't diss the Crimson and Cream. We love the Alphas, man, but you know what? There had to be a second coming of Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. Hey, Jason, I see you, my brother. Good morning. If I miss anybody, let me say to you all good morning. And follow these people online. You all connect. And make sure you watch the timeline and see who you see in this conversation, because I have thought leaders. Kizzy, I got Sister Day. I call her Sister Day. She's my sister. But, man, we talked for hours in her office. We did an interview for 15 minutes, but talked 3 hours. And I enjoyed every stench of it. I want to come back and do another article if I could with you. Got to go, guys. Have a commanding morning. Get that book, Commanding Morning. That's why I said, this is what you're talking about. Dumping people. Dr. Flippin, I just gave major kudos to Alpha Phi Alpha. Jessica Grace, how are you, dear? I just gave major kudos to Alpha Phi Alpha. Kappas are men of achievement. We believe in collaboration and celebrating others. So we just might be a little better than others, but we do it. I got to go, guys. This has been a productive morning. Don't let it stop. Make it a productive day, okay? To the world, just one person, but to this one person, you are the world. Do me a favor, take command of your credit, build a momentum that will build wealth, but not just for you, but for generations. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Bible referred to all 3 generations, because that's how God flowed.